race like never before in 360 degrees of full surround sound. Get ready to hear the big picture, because the only way to experience the full impact of HD is with NBC Sports and Sony HD Audio. Hi everybody, Bill Weber along with Wally Donnaback and Penny Parsons. Thanks for having us in for the race, one of the most exciting races of the year. 43 drivers trying to go 500 miles, hoping they get the big finish, not the big wreck. And Wally, the big one can start in a variety of fashions.
And probably will. But I'll tell you, walking around the garage here this morning, I really noticed that these guys are beefing up their race cars. There's something called bump drafting, and I think they're going to be slamming more today. We'll have to keep an eye on it. And what you do is you get a line, you follow the guy, you hit him in the bumper, and that helps get him down the racetrack. The problem is if you're not lined up perfect, you can get into a wreck like this. These guys are really going to be aggressive on the bump drafting. And this is probably going to happen, but BP on the racetrack, that's not the only place that you have to dodge bullets.
It's amazing how much trouble these guys will have getting off and on pit road, and while they're on pit road. You know, they're running 190 miles per hour for about 75 miles. Then they've got to slow down to 55 miles per hour to pit road. And what happens is they lock up the brakes. They put flat spots on the tires. Now, if they had decided they're going to change 2 tires, guess what? They flat spot the tire. Now they've got to change 4. And once they make the pit stop, they let the clutch out. They've got to be careful to do that smoothly enough they don't break the drivetrain. And when they leave pit road, they've got to get back on the racetrack as quick as they can to join that big group. If they don't, they're going to get left.
Because they run restrictor plates here, these cars basically run at half the horsepower. That keeps everybody in the same speed. They run around here in one big pack. Let's show you what that looks like. Here's our Home Depot virtual garage, BP. It's all about the draft.
Cars running together because those front cars break the air. The cars behind, they run in that void. And they can run that much faster. And as Wally pointed out, the more cars, the faster you go. And we'll see the cars side by side, nose to tail, 2, 3 wide, all the way throughout the field. You have to draft. It's about 1.5 seconds per lap, or 4 or 5 miles per hour, faster than running by yourself.
And if you get left out of the draft, you're going to have big problems. We saw some guys here opt not to participate in final practice yesterday. Some of these guys will try and find their teammates on the track, but that doesn't always work. It
doesn't always work, and that's the thing. You have to have somebody to work here at this racetrack. You have to have partners, and you'll hear the term hanging out to dry. You don't want to be in line and all of a sudden go with somebody. They get back in line, and then you're the only guy sticking out there, and that's going to be bad because, like BP says, that's going to be 5 miles per hour slower than the rest of the pack.
It's all about having friends at Talladega. You guys want to be friends?
Yeah, for now.
Okay. Let's go trackside and get the words you've all been waiting to hear.
Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Gerald D. Bantam, Vice President and Director, UAW National Ford Department, as he gives the most famous words in motorsports.
Gentlemen, start your engines!
Your team right out of the race. 43 drivers ready to play ball at Talladega, hoping this one is a no-hitter. The green flag from Talladega is next on NBC.